Good morning, family. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Mickey, can you say happy Friday? I see the happy dance. Happy Friday. Mickey said happy Friday. How are we doing today? Can you believe it? It's Friday, the 19th of March. What is going on? It's going by too fast. It's going by too fast. But you know what? I'm having a blast, so I really ain't mad. How are you guys doing today? God brought us through the beginning of the end of another work week, and we need to say hoot hoot. Yeah, thank you, Mickey. Hoot hoot. Mickey is already cooperating. Happy head, happy head, happy head. I see a happy head from the boy. What's up, my peoples? How's it going? How you feeling? Man, I tell you, I'm alive and I'm kicking. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Talk to me. Talk to me. I miss you guys talking to me because I know I changed my time to talk to you guys. But you know what? It's adapt or die. You know, we make room for what we love. And I am doing my thing, and I hope you are doing your thing also. Here's the banana, honey. I hope you're doing your thing also. It's a good day to be alive. It's a good day. It's a good day. No, don't put it in there. That's going to get all icky sticky. Yeah. Cheers. My baby wants a cheers. You should see his cup. Cheers. His cup is pretty dirty. He's cheersing his grandmother for so. Cheers to you, my love. You got to drink. Whenever you cheers, you got to drink. You got to take a drink. Yes. So, it's Friday. How was your yesterday? We went outside for just a little bit because the rain was falling and it was cold. But you know, Mickey and I, we went outside because we got to run. You know, he's got to get a nervous energy out of him, else he would be fussing. And we don't need our baby fussing. So we went out for a little bit. And, you know, the rain fell and it wasn't too bad. It was like we are alive. You know, it's how you enjoy the rain that's important. And we just allowed the rain to fall on us. It was nice. For those of you who are stumbling on my channel for the very first time, I want to give you the biggest, bestest, most loving welcome ever. Welcome to my channel. Here, have your banana. Excuse me. Big boy words, please. I tell you. Didn't I tell you my grandbaby? He's cute. Don't put your hands on. It's full of food. Let's clean it up. So I'm going to try to clean his hands while I talk to you guys. You guys know I do it in the morning. You know, how is your family? You know, how was your work week? How are you doing? How are you doing? You know, I ask because I mean it. I'm right here. I'm not running away before you give me an answer. And I hope some of you will, you know, respond, really, because some do, and I appreciate it. I want you to know that I see you. I see you, and you are important to me. And there's all kind of stuff happening here right now. You are important to me, and your stuff matters. Wait, I need to wipe the other hand. Why kids doesn't like to wipe their mouth? They don't understand the concept that they do get their mouth back. You are important to me. You know, I keep telling you that. I hope you know it. You know, I pray for you. I honestly pray for you and your family and for you. Don't bop your head, honey. No bopping heads today. That was a yesterday thing, all right? Are you going to eat a banana? Or are you going to come back for it? No, thank you, Nana. No, thank you, Nana. All right, I guess you're fully delighted. How was your work week? I hope it was not an awful one. I hope it was quite pleasant. My work week is going well. What do I have to complain about? I get the amazing opportunity to care for my grandbaby. You're not gonna see me mad, grumbling. My grandbaby, I love him. Listen, there's no possible amount of explanation for me to say how much I love my grandbaby. Both grandbabies. But I get to spend time with this one more, and so I'm thankful. It's not always the case. It wasn't always the case with my other grandbaby. But you deal with what you have. And you do it well, and so that's that situation. But what are you guys up to? Are you striving? Huh? Are you striving? Are you ready for your Friday? Are you feeling fine? Are you doing good? I'm asking because I'm hoping one of those things stick. And if you are having a slow day or a rough start, I want you to know I care about you. Yeah, I want you to know somebody cares about you, that your stuff matters, okay? So what are we doing? What's happening? Where am I today? This morning when I got up, I had a thought today already mapped out. I wrote my notes down, what I wanted to talk about, and I was pretty happy about it. And then God added some more stuff to it this morning. And so I really want to talk about this one. I wrote some things down, and sometimes I look back on stuff and man, I wish someone was able to talk to me the way I talked to you guys when I was growing up. Someone with perspective and no judgment and who understood where I was in my life at the time. But nonetheless, I get to do it, and so I am grateful. Come, Mickey, come, I can see you, Baba. Leave the kitty cat and come, I can see you, please. My grandbaby is doing his grandbaby things. But I wanted to talk about making room for growth. Making room for growth. First, growth for yourself. Growth for yourself. And sometimes we are so busy with life and the job and family and our extracurricular activities, if we have other commitments in our community. And we have so many relationships to manage, and so sometimes we could just get on that treadmill. And just go. I want to see this reaction. We could just get on that treadmill and go. And sometimes we get lost in the shuffle. And we don't realize, look, Mama is here, Mickey. And sorry about that, guys. This is Mickey seeing the mama for the first time this morning. Listen, when he sees the mama, he doesn't know what to do. I'm surprised he's not on the ground yet. There's a lot of love here. So we are so distracted, unintentionally sometimes, just trying to get where we need to get, do what we need to do, go where we need to go. And ain't nothing wrong with that. It's life. You know, you got to make yourself as happy and as comfortable as possible, and I'm all down for that. You know, but sometimes we have to make room for growth, because sometimes when we don't pay attention to ourselves, I'll talk about ourselves and both others around us. When we don't pay attention to ourselves, stuff happens. Hi, Abby. Stuff happens when we don't pay attention. We get overgrown. We pick up parasites along the way. You know, we're bogged down. We're not growing properly because we're bogged down with other people's stuff, with our own stuff. And so we start to grow in different directions, you know, because we're not being cared for. Remember, I'm talking about making room, making space for growth, because we are a living organism and we will grow. We will grow. And if we're not nurtured, and if we're not groomed, and if we are not pruned, we will grow all over the place. All how? Because we're a living organism. And so sometimes we have to go into ourselves and we have to see. You said something, Michelle? And sometimes we got to go in. Listen, remember I always said that which a person doesn't acknowledge, he or she cannot fix or change. And so sometimes you got to go look at yourself. You know, sometimes you feel all heavy. Oh, I feel heavy. What is going on? You know, sometimes you have an unresolved matter. You know, sometimes it could be simple as getting your hair cut, getting your hair washed, you know, having your favorite meal, taking a walk, going to the... It could be something really, really simple that you need to give you the extra oomph to move forward. And so that you have to go in and you have to see what's going on with me, what's happening, you know. And it doesn't always have to be a huge thing. Sometimes it could be something simple as needing some rest, some extra rest. Something as simple as needing some recreational time, as watching a show, just not being bogged down by the heavy stuff. It could be so many other little things. But we have to go in and we have to do some clean out. You know, sometimes it may be something as simple as take a bath, clean your room, wash your towels, you know, spray some deodorant. Listen, it could be something really simple that's going to make a big change in your life. But we have to make room for growth because we're growing and we're changing. And we can't take it for granted that everything is falling into place. You've got to put it into place. You've got to make sure that the foundation is good. You got to make sure the soil is good. You got to make sure you're on the right track. You're thinking right thoughts. You know, you have to do the work. You have to make room for growth. And then you have to figure out, after you've acknowledged, okay, I need to make some adjustments, you have to do some acceptance. This is who I am. This is who I am. You know, this is what I need. It's okay. You are who you are, and you have to accept who you are. You're not John, you're not James, you're not Paul, you're not Cynthia, you're not Carol. You are who you are. And that acceptance is really, really important. My growth is not to bring forth 1,000 fruits per year. That's not my thing. My thing is to bring forth 3 good fruits. If that's your thing, you need to acknowledge it, because so many times we look at other people's productivity and we try to compare. No, you are different and unique to your own situation. Listen, leave that cat alone, please. You are enough. You are enough. Comparing yourself to someone else, that is the most silliest thing anybody can do, because you were made unique to this environment. There's no one else like you. You are practically perfect just the way you are. And sometimes we don't accept who we are. And that becomes a problem for us to know. Accept who you are. Accept what you have to give. Accept your purpose. It's okay. You fit the mold perfectly well. You hear what I'm saying to you? You fit the mold perfectly well. And then you got to say, okay, where am I going? Am I still on track? Am I still on track to what I need to get done? Am I still on track for what I need to get done? You know, am I doing the things what I need to do to get what I'm trying to get? Sometimes you just have to ask them, because sometimes in life you just fall off. You be busy doing God knows what, and then boom, you're going in the other direction. Am I still on track? That's the future. You know, and sometimes you just need a little self-check. A little self-check. Okay? So you got to make room for growth, and you've got to realize, okay, am I doing okay? Leave that cat alone, please. Am I doing okay? Leave the cat alone, please. You can kiss the am I doing okay? Because sometimes when we don't ask ourselves that, depression steps in. So we have to make room for growth for our own selves. We have to accept our own selves, and we have to make sure we're on track to accomplish our purpose. That's very, very important. Make room for yourself. Oh my gosh, we make room for everybody else. And also I want to talk about, we have to make room for others in our lives. We have to allow others to be themselves. Humanity is important. You don't want everybody to be like you. That's not a toy, my love. That's not a toy. You don't want everybody else to be like you. The best thing we can do that will save us a lot of heartache is to accept people for who they are and what they give. That is so important. More and more I'm learning that, more and more I'm realizing how important that is. We have to allow people to show up in our spaces and be themselves. Look past their flaws and their shortcomings. I'm not saying to what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not saying to encourage others to not do what they need to do. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying to be an enabler. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm saying sometimes we put so much focus on their weaknesses that we miss their strengths. We also have got to accept the people in our lives as they are. We want everybody to fit a mold and to be a certain way. That's no fun. And then we miss that person's essence. And we make our lives difficult. What do I have here? I wrote this down because it was important to me. People in general, sweetie, that's not a toy. People in general are complex and complicated, and they come to your space with all sorts of baggage. They come to your space with all sorts of baggage, and some broken, some have distrust, some are turned around, some are just messed up. They're just messed up, and we have some of those brokenness in ourselves also. You know, but when we start pushing past those things and start seeing the humanity, I mean, that's where the love starts. Come over here. This is where Nana is. That's where the love starts. My gosh, we just hold everybody to such high standard. I don't know where we learned that from. Is that because we hold ourselves to such high standard? How is that working for us? We have to allow people to show up in our spaces and be themselves. Be themselves. Nobody wants to walk on eggshell around you. Nobody wants to feel uncomfortable. And sometimes I know that's not our intentions, but we have to make an extra effort to give people room to grow themselves. Because they too have problems, just like you have problems. We have to allow people to blossom. We have to give them the space to blossom, and we have to see that in them. We got to learn to push past their imperfection because we all are imperfect. I mean, if you love someone, lead with a love. You know, anyone will respond. You need some help, Mickey? Let me help you. You got it? Anyone will respond to care and kindness. Anyone. I'm talking about normal human beings. I'm not talking about mentally disturbed people. Normal human being will respond to care and kindness, I promise you. But not so much to resentment and lack of trust. Not so much to, a standard that's impossible. We've got to allow people to show up in our spaces and be their best selves. I mean, life is too important to go it alone. Life is too beautiful to go it alone. I mean, we have family and we have friends, we have colleagues, acquaintances. I mean, those are gifts from God. And we complicate it with our crazy. Let's going forward. Let's allow people to show up in our spaces and allow them to bless us with who they are. Allow them to bless our journey, however long or however short they may come. We have to allow people to show up and be themselves because they're wonderful. Whatever you can get from a human being that's good, you need to grab it. We need to grab it. We waste so much time on wanting people to be how we want them to be. Hi, Lynette, how are you? Oh, you do remote learning with the grandchildren? Well, look at you. Man, it's good to see you. I miss my people because I know my time has changed. But you know what? The love is stronger than ever, man. How are you? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's better late than never. And every encouragement means the world, and yours in particular means a big deal to me. How are you? How are you? What I've been talking about is making room for growth. And not just ourselves, but for the people in our lives too, Relationship is what God's interested in. And sometimes we miss what people have to offer because we want it in a particular package, And sometimes we don't create space for people to grow and become. Just like how we need to create space for our own selves to grow and become. We don't get to be wonderful by osmosis. We have to do the work. And sometimes in life, because we get bogged down with so many things, we forget. And so I'm just here to remind us, every person that comes into your space for any period of time, it's a gift. They're a gift and a blessing. And with our minds wide open, if we are aware of that, we can receive what they have to offer and not focus on their flaws. Because everyone has something to add to your journey. Excuse me, please. Mickey burped. Mickey burped. And so we need to be aware of it because sometimes we forget these things. We forget these things. I mean, I talk about the little thing that nobody's talking about. That's what I talk about. Because that stuff that's what life is about. It's not just going to work and get in the house and do all that too. But there's other little things in between that frustrate us and we don't know why we're frustrated. If we stop long enough to allow somebody else to bless us, that's going to add to our happy. Very, very gentle, very gentle. It's, oh, look at you scratching so gentle, Mickey. So gentle. Oh, listen, I'm talking about this because I know it's true. Listen, I get to spend time with one of my grandbabies every day. Okay, leave Abby. She's trying to sleep every day. And I tell you, I allow him. Okay, leave her. She's trying to sleep, Baba. I tell you, when I accept him for who he is, and what he gives, and where he is in life, and how he responds and reacts and loves, I am better for it. Oh. Okay, leave her. She's sleeping. Leave her. Thank you. Yeah, she's sleepy. Yes. And I accept who he is and what he gives. I am better for it because he gets me in the point where I realize, listen, the most important thing is care and love. That's what he needs, care and love. Care that he's taken care of, and love that he can do whatever he wants to do, because everything he does is a big deal. Can you imagine if we treated all the people in our space like that? Leave her, babe. She wants to sleep. Can you imagine if we treated everybody the way we treat our grandbabies? Wouldn't that be something? I'm telling you, we got to start doing it. Because sometimes we're just too hard on people. And we're just too hard on ourselves. And we don't enjoy what a person has to offer because we're busy pointing out their flaws. And God's saying, I send that person to bless you. What are you doing? And we're busy being judgmental. It's what we do. So let's make room for ourselves, and let's make room for the people in our lives. Let's not be so harsh on them. Let's not be so ready to point out their faults. Let's see their worth and their value. Let's see their contribution, what they have to offer. You don't have to talk about every wrong thing they do. Sometimes we got to give them a chance to figure it out. What would happen if we lift people up more than pull them down? I mean, I see when Mickey do something here and we all cheer, he gets strength to do something else. Can you imagine if we deal with our adult friends and loved ones and husbands and wives and brothers and sisters and daughters and sons that way, that we cheer every time they do something right? Can you imagine that they will have the strength to do more things? Instead of always, oh, you did that wrong and you should have done that, and why did you say that, and blah, blah, da. Where did we get it from? I want to cheer people on. When you do something right, yes, you did that thing. You handled your business. I'm so proud of you. I knew you can do it. You are simply the best. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Can you imagine if you cheered on your loved ones like that? We spend so much time. Leave that kitty cat alone. Thank you. Come on down. We spend so much time pointing out their flaws that we miss their blessing. So that's all I'm saying. We have to make room for growth. People have to work their stuff out, and we have to make room for our own growth also. Listen, let's not be so stoic. Let's not be so regimented. Let's not be my way or the highway. There are other ways. In all things, let's support and uplift. Let's get rid of resentment and finger pointing and all that stuff. Be careful you don't bump your back there, honey, and all that stuff that keeps us miserable. Hey, this is just me talking. This is just my thing. Remember, I'm talking from my experiences and areas of growth that I need to make for myself, and I need to make room for others also, accept them for who they are, how they come, and then work from there. Man, I hope everybody's having a great day. make room for growth, because we are a living organism. We have to change, and we're growing, and make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and we're taking care of the people in our spaces, because those relationships should be important to us. Let's not take them for granted. So I just want to come up here and talk about that. You know, it's on my heart for whatever reason. This morning when I woke up, I felt, and I said, you know what, it's time for a little grooming. You know, it's time for a little something, you know. And later on, I'm going to take my little snooker boo-boo outside for a walk after school, and we're going to have a good time. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys are planning to do something extraordinary today. Know that I love you. No remorse, no excuse, no regrets. You okay, buddy? You all right? Give you 105. You know, love more deeply. Speak more sweetly. Show someone some love. Why not? I mean, what's the alternative? What's the alternative? Okay? Know that I love you. I'm praying for you. Don't forget to go on YouTube. Beverly Alexander, Not on My Soapbox. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Give a comment. Put your notification bell on, that whenever I post a new video, you get an indication that the new video is there. I have 69, and when this one is posted, it's going to be 70 videos. Are you kidding me? You telling me you can like one video on there? I think I'm pretty funny. I think I'm giving some relevant stuff. And if you can't and don't, it may not be a cup of tea. Maybe a friend might need some encouragement. Me need some love. Me need a new perspective. Tell your friend. So that friend can tell a friend. Tell them to go on there, check my girl out. Beverly Alexander, Not on My Soapbox, which is not really a soapbox. You know? You have a square. Oh, square. That's a square, purple and green square. And, you know, go on there. Why not? Why not? You make room for me too. Make room for me too. Look, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you to bits and pieces. It's you know, the verdict's out. You know? So have a good day. I'll see you soon. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye. Bye.